Hi friends, today I'm going to show you how to get onions. This is a basic tutorial for people who do not know anything about cooking and they have entered the kitchen. Now in this, I'm going to cut two sides of the onion. This helps us to remove the rest of it. Then I do a vertical slice and remove this. Always keep a vessel nearby to put all your peels. It helps the kitchen to be clean. Both the sides. Again, this helps the kitchen, one bowl, to be clean so that you don't have the work of again picking it up and throwing it in garbage. So here we have it. We have kept it aside. Now there are many ways of cutting the onion depending on how thick you want your onions to be. Now here I am preparing roti, so it's like a chapati kind of thing. So I'll be cutting very small slices. In this one what I do is I do vertical slices, small, thin, very near vertical slices. And then I cut it like this, sideways. Cut it sideways. Then see how small slices are. It's like square. See this? This is very good for putting in curries. Some people do not like that. They get big chunks of onion in their mouth. So they make it into small one because as it boils, vertical cuts, thin cuts. Use your nail to hold it like this so that the blade doesn't cut your flesh. So hold it like this and cut. Then you hold it tightly and cut it horizontally and make slices. So this way, again, see how beautiful box cuts. It's like a box, it's like a square small box cuts. Now this is how you get. Now some people prefer to cut it like this, long ones, because in some curries you have to grind it up, or you just have to put big slices with other vegetable. So you can just cut it like this too, like this slices. So as it boils, it reduces the size and becomes translucent, so it's easy to eat. It won't be difficult to eat. This is one way of doing it. And the other way is, for curries and for grinding, I usually make big chunks and I just put it in the grinder or my food processor, and this big. You can use for this big also. So, and one more way of cutting, usually there is a stem here. So when you're cooking food, the stem doesn't cook. So it's better that you remove the stem and keep it aside again in your bowl. Now what I usually do is I cut big, thick vertical lines, and then I go for last slice. This is for some more minute cutting. So smallest one, little bit bigger, then you have this big ones, and then you have this fat ones. So you can cut it according to the way you want to eat the onion. Or else you can put it in the food processor, and but the only thing that I have seen when you put food in food processor is it cuts unevenly. Each slice cuts unevenly. So and when it is cooked, the food becomes mushy. It becomes very mushy, and it doesn't taste that good. So if you have to use onions for small curries or small amount of food, I would suggest that you use you cut it with your hands. That way you're cutting equal slices. As my granny said, that when you cut the onions in equal sizes, any vegetable, when you cut it in equal size, when you're cooking it, when in the process of cooking, even if you check one piece of the vegetable, whether it's cooked or not, and you see that it is cooked, that means all the rest of the pieces are also cooked. So that is the main principle behind cutting all the vegetables in an equal manner, in an equal fashion, so that it's easy for you to check whether the pieces are cooked. But it is always preferable to use your hands to cut small amounts instead of using a chopper or a food processor for small amounts. Of course, for big it will be difficult for doing it, but yeah, I would prefer knife. Again, I use this kind of knife. Some call it like bread knife because it has these sharp edges, but then this is the local knife which I got it in India, and this has a brand, is stainless. But then there are some small shops in India where you get this, and it doesn't cost you much, and it is so sharp. Even the best branded knives are not this sharp. See, the best part about it is that the cutting is very good. See, cutting is very nice. If you take the other kind of knives, this is one of the branded knives that I took, and I'm not going to show you the company. This one, it is not at all sharp. Every time I have to sharpen it. So, but see the difference. It has sharp edges and this doesn't have. So I always prefer this for rough use. I have this knife from past 3-4 years. This is very helpful. So always try the local shops too to buy your utensils. That is, they too have some of the best. They do have some of the best knives and scissors. They have a lot of stuff. So if you come to visit India, do make sure to visit these markets where you get all these. Thank you very much. I hope this helps in a certain way, to a certain extent. See you in the other video. Thank you.